Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry. As we get into tonight's video newsletter, I want to bring you some thoughts on Apple. You talk about V-shaped bottoms. You don't hear too much about V-shaped tops, but my goodness, if that ever was one, right? Really pretty clear standout type of inverted V there. So as Apple has been taking this, brunt of the selling with, fresh new lows here when the SPX makes fresh new highs, when is this selling finally going to abate? Well, one way that I like to look at it is to hide all of your studies and just look at corrections in relationship to previous corrections, right? Here we can see that Apple had a really similar movement in time, right? Maybe it happened a little bit faster here, but by using a trend line tool, we can anchor to the top of that, move it down into the low, and we can see that that was a decline of $41, where Apple was finally ready to make a much more meaningful bounce. Then if we look at the correction that we've gone through here, this move is also right at just a little shy of $41. So we try to think about it along the terms to say, if this move was similar to this move, can something like this follow? So that's one way of starting to set up this bounce, is based off of that symmetry. And then notice that that's a technical aspect. Then you tie in the gamma complex, because Apple is one of the most liquid products in the market. There's a huge amount of activity in the derivatives, and that's where information like this will come in so handy, right? So I like using this through spot gamma, and you can see that the hedge wall is 220, that the put wall is 220. So essentially that makes for a critical above or below level. As long as Apple can hold 220, I think it has a fighting chance. You lose that, well then of course there are bigger bearish implications, but that symmetry, that's an important level as far as the options complex is concerned. And then if we do add back in the voodoo lines, the close above 222.65 is generally constructive. Now there are a million ways this pattern could play out, but watch just to see if this one does play out tomorrow. Again, you take out Monday's low, it'll be back to the drawing board, and I'm not married to this idea. But if we come in tomorrow just a little bit and you hold 222.65 in time, and it may take through earnings, but that could open up a path up into 248.60, and that's at the heart of what I work to use with those levels. So, in summary, this is support. I think we can bounce as we get into earnings. That'll be the next big decision to see if we can lead up into 248. We'll see how it plays out. So, I hope that's helpful. You'll have a great rest of your evening, and got a lot more to review in the premium newsletter. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.